Hey everybody, it's Dirty Bones, and we've got a new map. This is Submerged Sanctuary. This is a PC and Mac map only, and this is a fantasy map. The author is Creata Fuss. Creata Fuss. And this map is definitely different than anything I've seen before. So we will go through it right now. When you start the game, there is only one piece of land and one sell point available for you to use. You need to use the trigger at the water pump on your land to lower the water level and unlock more sell points, productions, and farmland. The water level takes 24 in-game hours to reach its endpoint. The cost will be 1,000 credits per in-game minute. This amount increases to 2,000 when you unlock the 4th checkpoint on normal difficulty. Now, I've got it on easy difficulty, but if you look in the top right corner, I've got $21 million. So you can set the difficulty with left shift and Z, or change in the control settings in the settings menu. When you activate the pump, you can just let it run until it reaches its checkpoint, or shut it off whenever you need to. The water plane will respond to in-game time. The faster your time, the faster the water level goes down. There is a grain transport system on the map for your machines that can't make it up the hills when fully loaded. There is a number of purchasable fields, 21, acreage size, medium and large. Number of purchasable forestry land, there's 3. Seasonal growth plan, due to the warm climate, grass, cotton, grape, maize, olive, rice, sorghum, soybean, sugar cane, and sunflower have a 25% yield increase, and grass can be planted all year long. Water retrieval sources. Most farmlands have some source of water, like a puddle or a pond, where you can get water. The flood water plane can also be used to refill your tanks. There's no snow on the map. Mist reduced around steep cliffs. Overall warm and sunny weather. Plain with fixed visual monthly advised. No traffic or pedestrians. Just the beautiful nature to view. All contracts are blocked by the script because most of the map is underwater. Multiple field angles. Precision farming map. Added more paintable textures and plants. Water plants will grow in increments in all ponds over a period of 75 in-game days. Custom productions, lime fertilizer, silage, TMR, and pig food can also be produced and sold. Multiple in-game heavy tractors and trucks have been modified with a hill climber engine and fine-tuned to manage the steep hills. Supports multiplayer, even dedicated servers. So there are a number of checkpoints on here, and we're standing at the water pump now. So I'll go through the checkpoints. So checkpoint 1 is farmland, 2, 3, and 4 at a cost of $112,000. So let's go to our map. So we've got 2, 3, and 4. That's checkpoint 1. So they're currently underwater. So basically you're starting with field 1. You own 2, but I believe it is underwater at the moment. So checkpoint 2, you get a BGA, train, and dairy, spinnery, tailor shop production points, no farmland, and that's going to cost you another $51,000. Checkpoint 3, sell points, grain mill, dairy, and sawmill, no farmland. That's $270,000. Checkpoint 4, the map really opens up here with multiple sell points and productions, animal dealership, and farmlands. 5 to 14 unlocked. So if we span out, there's 5. And if we go all the way around here, 14. So this will all unlock right in there. Where did I go here? Farmland 14 at a cost of $220,000. And checkpoint 5, oil production, multiple sell points, and more farmland unlocks $650,000. Checkpoint 6, this is the end point, and the whole map will be available, and that will cost you $1.02 million. These costs are for normal difficulty levels. And like I said, I'm on easy difficulty level. Easy difficulty mode is 500 to 1,000 a minute. Normal is 1,000 to 200 a minute. And hard mode is 1,500 to 3,000 a minute. So, if we go back into here, you see drain water, top left. Okay, we will speed up our time to the max so we can see it run on down. Should almost be there. There we are. And there we go. New land unlocked. It will take a while before you unlock more new land to work on. New unlocks in the BGA train. We went through all that stuff at $51,000. Okay, so we'll slow down time here, and we'll go back in, and we'll click on 2, drain again. Speed up our time. And you can see more land disappearing here. Now, it's a little hard to see from here, but let's slow right back down. So now you have unlocked a BGA and all that stuff, as we previously mentioned, and that was $270,000. So when it gets to your level of draining, it will stop automatically. So you'll have to click to start draining again. Now, I've got my controller turned on right now. You can see more in the distance, draining down. I don't want to run off too far. So if we were switch vehicles right now, we would not be able to use any triggers. So if I went into here and I went for a drive, we would not be able to use any triggers. Now, it's saying here I can get fuel. I would have thought that would have been the kind of trigger, but it's not apparently that kind of a trigger. So I want to head out a little bit just to kind of see and get to a point where it will start showing us it running down. So I'm going to head off over here, and we are going to find some more water. So these are like your sell points where you can sell everything right off the hop. You've got, I believe this is wood over here. Oh, no, that's, sorry. That is, oh, you know what? We can't use the trigger because we spawned out. So, if we, I forgot to turn off my save. Sorry, folks. If we head back over here and we spawn back into here, so now we're back in our trigger, and if we walk out and then spawn back over here, we should be able to work it. There it is. Now your sell wood trigger comes up, and everything is all good. So let's head on back over there, and we will start another one. So it's 11%. Oh, I stopped it. Sorry, it was already running. It's just that we were in regular time. So let's speed up our time here. You can see it draining some more over there. We'll head on over here, see if we can get a better view. This is all fairly low already. We can't really see anything there. Where would be a good place? We are down a little bit, but not very much. So here you can see we've got field 2 open already. And if we check the map a little bit, okay, I know where to go. So there's our next level that is done. And I really do want to slow down time because I don't want us to be in the middle of the night the whole time. We head on down over here. We run into some more water. So that should have been, I believe, level 3. If we stop on here. Why did it do that? That shouldn't have happened. Oh, there we go. We had the wrong tractor, that's why. Okay, so if we head on back over here, back to our trigger, and we start our pump again, turn ourselves up to full level, pop back in our tractor, we can see our water receding. Maybe we should turn on some lights so we can see. Keeps giving us some more road. I know it's dark, but just the way the game goes, the lights turn on as everything is exposed. So you do gain light as you go. And there's our next checkpoint. And I believe if we keep on going, I just need to double check our map. Make sure we're going in the right spot. Yeah, I believe it's right over there. Want to head on over underneath that piece. If we can get there. You can see the road is still wet in some spots. And I believe now that with stage 4, we have a lot of productions that are now open. Keep our speed going because we're at nighttime and let it kind of, if we can get it brightened up before all the water is drained. Now it said you can drain the water in 24 hours. Now obviously we're doing things in between, so it's not going to work for us. There we are. There's all our productions. There's a bunch of them in a row here, and they are all out. All right, now if we head on back to, where is it that we wanted to? I wanted to snap on over to our production over here. Let's go pay this a visit. Pop up in the air, come on back down, and we land on a roof. I don't know exactly why we did that. There's somewhat of a bit of a glitch there. And we've got our big lake right here in the bottom corner. Now you can buy that for a whopping 1.3. And some of these farmlands up over here, 1.5 and 1.5 there. But we will go right back to our water pump, and we will start that again. Our time is still running, and we will pop on back down over here. Start at the bottom this time. Our water's dropping, however, it's raining too. It's a little bit harder to notice. Actually, I don't really notice this coming down all that much. We did start it, right? We better go back and check. Let's make sure. Yeah, it was going. So our pump was at 58%. We'll start it again. Head on back over here. Now, I don't believe that in this stage, this one's going to drain, but it is going down to oil production, and oil production is our 5th one. So we have one more state left. So we'll go back up to our pump, visit our pump, start everything going, head on back down to our location, and we'll see if we'll get drained out this time. Now, I never double checked to see if this actually drained out to nothing. It would be cool, because if you buy it for that much amount of money, you would hope that you could put some farmland on here. However, you do have that boat over there. But you can see what looks like some treetops right here. I don't know if I'm seeing that right. Hard to tell because it's nighttime. We are still in 360 mode. And a boat shows up. So I'm guessing this one is not going to drain down to nothing. But we will go back and check it later on. We'll check over here. We've got grain elevator 4. So one thing I wanted to point out is if you look, like, it's almost like roadcraft, like a destruction zone coming through here. There's branches and everything all over. I mean, with farm sim, you can only go so far. You're not going to get as good as roadcraft, but there it is. There is the last one. Your water has all been drained from your valley, and you can now continue to farm all areas. So you can see this low area. We probably should have came over here in the first place. Check it out. But you can see it is completely drained. We're almost up to 6 a.m., so we'll be able to see a little better. Just give it a minute. We'll get there. And the sun's coming up. It's a little bit misty. And there we go. There we have our field. And our mist around it, of course, blocking us out. But it's a very interesting concept for a map. It would be awesome for role-playing. And as you can see, I mean, it does look like something happened here. There's branches all over the place. Like, it was very well done. And everything looks great. So, we'll move on from that now that we've done our destruction mode and our playthrough for our water draining. Oh, I do need to stop so we can stay into some daylight. There we are. We'll head into here. So, we've got silo for everything at the start. We do have some own productions right on our farm. We have a lime production, 2 greenhouses, and a silage production. So our lime production is just stones, and then we've got our standard greenhouse productions, which is just water, which obviously we'll never run out of that. And then we've got our silage, which is our grass and our chaff. If we move on up, there is no contracts on this map. There is no pens. You can put pens down once it's all done. And then, of course, here is our map again. I'm not going to go through all the sell points and all of the productions because we did that when we went on down. Oh, sorry, we didn't actually. We only did the owned. So here's our available production. So we've got our bakery, we got our biogas plant, our canning factory, our cement factory, cereal factory, a cooper, dairy, grain mill, oil mill, sawmill, spinnery, sugar mill, tailor shop, and they're all just standard that you would get with a regular Giants map. But everything is pretty much in this top right corner, with the exception of this one down here. If we can click on it, that's the cooper. And actually, let's pop into here just to see what the map looks like down in here. So if you go on a lot of the productions, they look like kind of run down like this. And actually, maybe now, just so I can show you what they look like. Here's a sell point. Supermarket. I mean, Giants limits what a guy can do. He can't make that look too run down because obviously it's a sell point. But if we pop into here where all these other sell points are, you can see it kind of looks like, you know, abandoned, old, rundown mills and all that stuff. You know, there's obviously been a disaster here. And I think a very good job was done of this and very creative mind to make this map. So that's about it, folks. I'm Dirty Bones. Like and subscribe, and we will catch you in the next one. Stay dirty, everyone. Peace.